Well, we move on with the broadcast this morning right here on News and Views, and we're going across now to the Western Cape. We're talking with the Deputy Provincial Secretary of SADTU in Western Cape, Kenneth Williams. Our unions warning the Western Cape Education Department that they will strike if plans to cut teachers' jobs are not halted. Kenneth, good morning to you and welcome to the show. Kenneth, good morning. Well, it seems like I'm having a bit of a problem actually hearing Kenneth Williams. We will try and see if we can't reach him. But just to give you some context into what is actually taking place in the Western Cape, and the Education Department has been talking about its plan to cut jobs. So we will try and see what we can do as far as Kenneth is concerned, and hopefully we can get him on a better line. So let me just go for a quick, in fact, just to inform our viewers and listeners that we still got a lot more to come, and it's going to be quite interesting as we head towards the end of the show, because I think it's going to be, we're still talking more to unions, but also this whole thing on Meal SA, this whole story that has broken up in terms of this mobility initiative, welcoming a second Gaza patient, which is much needed with Ridwana Juma. Let's just try once again if we can hear Kenneth. Kenneth, good morning to you and welcome. No, definitely. Well, I can't hear Kenneth. We're going to go for a quick break. We'll be back.
(010184) or visit our website on www.sapphireglobalfs.com. Sapphire Global is an authorized financial services provider.
Hey Gulam.
Yeah?
Did I return your lawnmower last month?
No.
Oh no. Now what'll I do? I wanted to borrow it again, man.
With Randry Jewelers, you won't have to borrow or lend because the prices are so well trimmed on all gold and diamond jewelry. Alternatively, we could remake your old jewelry into a brilliant new design. Visit Randry Jewelers at 151 Stevens Lamini Road, Musgrave, Durban. Randry Jewelers, the family name you can trust.
Breaking stereotypes, moving boundaries, joining hands. Salam Media. Humanity sets the agenda.
Well, we must apologize for that earlier on. Hopefully, we have got Kenneth Williams with us, Deputy Provincial Secretary of SADTU Western Cape, against the Western Cape Education Department, saying that they're really striking if plans to cut teachers' jobs are not altered. Kenneth, good morning to you and welcome.
So good morning, everybody.
Okay, brilliant. I can hear you now, Kenneth. Sorry about it earlier. We need to apologize. Kenneth, let's just talk about the Western Cape Education Department plans to cut teachers' jobs. What is their reasoning? What is their thinking? What is the wisdom behind getting rid of teachers?
I don't know if you can hear me very clearly, but I don't know. I don't hear you very clearly. Can you just repeat that?
I'm talking about the Western Cape Education Department. They plan to cut jobs. What is their thinking behind cutting teachers' jobs, particularly at a very, very critical time, in this country, and also when one looks at the challenges that education is facing?
Yeah, of course, we are disappointed about the decision made by the Western Cape Education Department. And it's painful for us as a working class in the Western Cape, because from the word go, it was clear that WCE don't have the political and the financial will to change their mind around the cutting of posts. It is sad for us. We know what is going to happen when you're cutting posts, especially in education. You will end up with bigger classes, disciplinary problems, teacher well-being, etc., etc., etc. And we bring it all those kind of factors. We brought it to the department, to the Western Cape Education Department, but it's very clear that they don't want to change their minds.
Well, I think one of the critical issues here is we know that there are huge challenges in education at this point in time. We know that there are a number of problems, and the mere fact that they want to cut more than 2,400 teaching posts. Is there a surplus of teachers at this point in time that would justify a cut in teachers?
No, the giving us is that they were not getting the full amount of money that they're supposed to get from National Treasury. But you see, there's a lot of other programs that we call froze, unnecessary froze in the Western Cape, that the department could have cut on. Things like your Back on Track program, things like systemic tests, and there's a lot of other programs that they could have cut on. But and then it's painful for us for the mere fact that the department is cutting on the human resources. So from our perspective, of course, there was no need to cut on educators. To give them the recommendation, to give them the alternatives, but they don't want to look at our alternatives at the moment.
What sort of alternatives have you provided to them?
Just say it again.
I said, what alternatives have you proposed?
The alternatives. We were talking about, they've got the program Back on Track. Okay? Which is a program that is dealing with learning losses over the COVID period. And you see, the problem with that is only a few learners that is benefiting from the program. So what we are telling them, and it's over 300 million that they are spending, what we are telling them is that to put the program on hold and use that money to employ educators. The other one is systemic test. The system is already being over-tested, and they've got more than enough data in the Western Cape to inform them on what to do, on how, on interventions in the province. Because systemic test is running since I can't even remember. So they've got more than enough information, data for that. So if you take all those programs, it's quite clear that they could have used that money and keep the teachers in class.
Yes. Kenneth, just looking at it from your side, what options you've got besides striking?
Look, at the moment, of course, as you would know, as workers, is the last option for us. So we declare a dispute at the Education Labour Relations Council, and we're just waiting on the ELRC for a date to sit down on the matter. So as for now, we are in dispute with him, and we'll look at the outcome of the dispute. Of course, we are sitting with a challenge of contract workers that is in positions that should have been converted to permanent workers. And that's another challenge that we are facing. And that's why we are disputing the whole circular of 0025 and the converting of contract workers to permanent. So at the moment, that is where we are going. We are just going to deal with the dispute first, and from there, look at our options. Hello.
Okay, we definitely will follow up. We will follow up. Actually, we will watch the space. We will see how things develop, and hopefully, at some point in time, we will connect with you again just to see what some of the outcomes have been. But it is a critical time of the year as well. We know matrics have started writing prelims as well. So putting all of that together, saying that we are in a dire situation right now, and hopefully at some point in time we will touch base. But for now, we thank you for taking time out and talking to us.
Okay, thank you from your side also for having us on the program.
Kenneth Williams joining us this morning, and